Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Amy Sinclair, the Iowa Senate President, and I'm honored to be here with you tonight. I want to start by sharing my story. I want to talk about two heartbeats that framed who I am today and why I'm such a staunch advocate for life. The first one was in 1995. I discovered I was pregnant. I was 19 years old. Kind of terrifying to step out into the world and be confronted with a pregnancy that was unplanned and one that I was unprepared for. I wasn't ready to be a mom. But I went to that first doctor's appointment where the pregnancy was confirmed, and they put a device on my abdomen, and I heard my son's heartbeat for the very first time. I knew that that little boy was alive, that he was a fully functioning human being separate from me. Another heartbeat had a major impact on my life, and that was the heartbeat of my father, when in 2002, his heartbeat stopped. I knew that the man who raised me, who helped me to become the person that I am, was no longer here, that his life was over. In both cases, it was the heartbeat that was the indication of life. Ladies and gentlemen, life is precious. Every human being has inherent value that transcends the whims of another. No honest person can look at a modern ultrasound and determine anything other than a separate, fully functioning being exists. Separate hands and feet, separate eyes, separate mouth and ears, separate personality and facial expressions, a separate heartbeat, unique in every single way and fully separate from their mother. We must not give in to the notion that intrinsic human value is determined by the level of dependence one person has on another. We must never put the transient right to privacy ahead of that fundamental right each individual has to defend their life. When as a society we fail to protect and preserve and uphold each other's right to life, we create harm to our communities and to our world. As a senator, I took a sworn oath to defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Iowa. Each of those documents was created to govern a society where individual liberty is held in the highest regard, where each person's right to life is carefully and fully defended. The right to life acts as a prerequisite for every single other law we pass, every single law that will ever exist. And my first duty should be to protect each individual's life above all else. This is why we have laws against murder and manslaughter, against reckless or drunk driving, against arson or drug dealers, because these acts endanger the lives of others. And we legislate on the moral grounds that the right to life is a sacred underpinning of our society. So the question we must face is this: who is an individual? Who is an individual who has the right to have their life defended by society? The answer is simple. It is any individual with a beating heart. So tonight, I'm here to celebrate. Tonight is a celebration and an acknowledgement of the value of life and the work that SaveOne has done over the past 15 years for the men and women all across Europe. I'm thrilled to be a part of this celebration from afar. Congratulations for the years of hard work, and a heartfelt thank you to all the women and men who have given of themselves to support others as they seek to overcome the grief and consequences of abortion. I salute you and the work you do.